Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing my review for One Piece episode 804. Yes, I know it's late, but with One Piece on its little 2 week break or whatever, I decided to take this one a little more my leisure. And actually, let's talk about that break as for those who don't already know, or for those who have stopped watching One Piece and come across this review, bad chance of that happening. One Piece has been on a 2 week break, and honestly, if there's anything I've learned from the One Piece being on this break, it's that I really wish Toei would actually take more breaks like this, or at the very least work One Piece out where they decide to do it on a bi-weekly or tri-weekly schedule, something like that. Because I think I think if they did it more on a bi-weekly schedule or something, I know they couldn't fix everything, but I think if they did it a bit more of a bi-weekly or tri-weekly schedule, I think they could make the One Piece anime passable. At the very least, in its art and animation. I know with Oda's schedule, I know those Oda's schedule, the whole pacing thing is still probably going to be an issue, but I think with if they would go down that road of releasing an episode every 2 weeks rather than every week, I think we could at least get some decent art and animation out of One Piece. I really do wholeheartedly believe that. But it is what it is. One Piece is so popular. I think Toei would really only take breaks when if it was ever convenient for them. But yeah. But aside from that, but it is wishful thinking, I guess. Anyway, and but let's get into the meat of it. I'm not going to dwell on that too much, and let's get right into the meat of the episode. Um, so in this episode, we meet Sanji's mother, and honestly, for those who don't know, her official name in the manga is Sora. Is yeah, and honestly, with meeting Sanji's mother, it's like I question how Sanji's mother ever grew to like someone like Judge as enough to marry him at the very least. Like the only thing that I can really think of is how Judge and his wife ever got married or anything is that it was one of those arranged marriage deals. And honestly, in a case like this, I really wouldn't. In a case like One Piece, where it kind of dives into those where it does dive into the old-fashioned norms of the pirate days and whatnot, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But because it just baffles me that. It just baffles me that out of the only two people in Sanji's life who ever showed him any sort of kindness was his mother and his sister. And well, the thing about this episode is it actually gave me a lot of context towards things like why, it gave me a lot of context onto things that just kind of provided a lot of characterization as to what made Sanji who he is now. Like I know it's kind of weird to say, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sanji's whole thing of being a chivalrous knight or whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if the core of it all came from his mother and his sister. Like I think he loved them so. At the very least, he loved them. He loved them so much that it truly formed him into a person who just really wanted to respect women. He wanted to just say, you know, a man can be the most assholest person in the world, but I have to at least respect every woman out there. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter. But yeah, so it is nice to see how Sanji's who we see Sanji as today. It is nice to see what exactly helped him become the man who he is after that. And one thing actually this was a very dark episode. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But considering the one thing that was actually kind of the one bit of levity in this episode is that considering what we know of Sanji now, it's actually kind of funny to see that I think I noticed this a bit in the last episode too, is that it was actually kind of funny to see that Sanji he wasn't exactly the best cook. I guess he wasn't the best cook as a kid. It didn't come the whole thing of being a cook. It didn't come naturally to him. It seemed he didn't really start actually having a full-on understanding of the meat and bones of what it means to be a cook until he actually started working for Zephyr. Maybe, or I want to believe that he at least knew the basics, but he didn't know enough to make a. He, it was fascinating to see that Sanji himself, he wasn't the best cook for right off the bat, but I guess that just proves that actually with being a chef, like I watch, I do like I watch a bit of MasterChef, and yeah, I do know that being a chef, it isn't easy. You definitely need to have. It takes time and patience and definitely dedication. So with Sanji, he definitely had enough of that dedication. I'll say that much to him. Um, and okay, normally I don't promote violence against kids. I don't, but I am willing to make an exception in this case because I want to say, can someone beat the living dog shit out of Sanji's brothers? Like at least Sanji's brothers when they were kids, because Judge, I'll give the asshole credit. Okay, I'll give the asshole credit even though he probably doesn't deserve it. Like I can't believe I'm giving that asshole any kind of sort of credit or due at all. But at least he cared enough to keep Sanji fed and allowed him to escape, even though it was under the pretext of abandoning him, pretty much. But these little pricks, they're like, hey, yeah, Sanji, he's alive. Sanji's not dead after all. He's alive. Why don't we make sure he's dead? I'm like, you little fucking assholes. Like, that is your brother. I don't. Like, these. Oda, like, when Oda takes sibling rivalry to a whole new fucking level with this. Oda takes sibling rivalry to a whole new fucking level. Like, when he goes ham, he goes fucking ham. And this is like, well, like, honestly, it's honestly moments like this that makes me question how the fuck Oda gets, like, I know I'm speaking a lot about Oda, like, I'm not talking about the anime here, but considering this is adapted from Oda's material, like, it really makes, after having read the manga from this content and reading and watching it on the anime now, like it really makes me question how the fuck Oda gets away with half this shit. Like, how does Oda really do this? I do not understand. Like Oda just he goes so dark and yet it's still considered a shonen. Then again there was Death Note, but seriously, how do they get away with me? Half the time I keep questioning that this is. Half the time I keep forgetting that this is a shonen with stuff like this, but yeah, it's Oda. Like it's a testament to his writing, I guess. Like he knows what buttons to push in order to make us care. But yeah, like can someone just beat the living dog shit out of Sanji's asshole brothers already? I really desperately want that to happen. But yeah, but yeah, I've said my piece on that one. Also, I want to share a little theory with you guys, and I think it is a pretty good one, which is that when I saw Sora in the manga, I was like, okay, well, what color of hair is she gonna have? Because the thing is that but in this anime, it's confirmed. In the anime, it's confirmed that that Sanji's mother, Judge, and Sanji himself, all three of them have blonde hair, and on the surface, people might not think that much significance about it. But with Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji and Reiju having different like multicolored hair or whatnot, uh, I had this idea in my head, swirling around in my head for a while now, that I think the reason why Oda has done it that way is to why Judge each why Judge Sanji and I think it was Sora are blonde hair while Sanji's siblings have multicolored hair. I think it was to showcase that those three are human, while Sanji's siblings are human but have been injected with some kind of a super soldier serum or something, or just something that makes them different. Like I imagine Oda's thinking, like I don't claim to know what the man was thinking. Maybe he was just doing it for basically what was going to happen later with the whole epithets of lightning blue and whatnot. But I want to believe that the way that Oda wrote the story out, I want to believe that when he was presenting us with Sanji's siblings and the comparison between Sanji's siblings and Sanji himself and Sanji's parents. I want to believe what it is that he's showcasing the difference that Sanji's siblings have all been altered with some kind of a serum or something, which made them humans with that are physically more capable or physically more powerful, whereas Sanji, and Sora themselves only have blonde hair to showcase that they're only human. I know it sounds weird, but I think that was Oda's way of showcasing those two specific parallels. I think, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much and all I have for this review. Like I said, this episode was actually really good. If One Piece had more episodes like this, I wouldn't. I'd have a lot more to praise. I think we would all have a lot more to praise. I think about the anime, but that's my review, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.